Phil, good to see you here.
Pleasure.
You saw my speech.
Yes.
And as a 70s boy yourself, there you go. We look back and I gave a little line about kind of, people could say that this is back to the days of the oil crisis and the high inflation of the early 70s, but it transitioned change. There's no doubt your customers are having a tough time. How do you see the picture right now?
I think the main challenge right now is rising energy costs. You know, only 12 to 18 months ago, a customer spending £1 million a year for the same energy today is probably spending £3 million a year and probably looking over the shoulder thinking, when is this going to change? Part of the situation is to help customers through that energy crisis with solutions that we can try and find either through better energy purchase or looking at how can they decarbonise and reduce energy costs and think more differently about where are they wasting energy. I've just been listening to a speaker in there talking about £1 billion worth of energy is wasted in the public sector because they're using energy at times where they don't necessarily need it. It's things like that, creating more awareness with customers, how they can reduce the carbon footprint, reduce their energy costs. They've got to put it on their agenda or else the costs are just going to continue to rise.
Many people would say, companies that are here, and we're so grateful for all of you, but you've been part of the problem, right? And there's no getting away from that. Some have disagreed with us putting on this event, having sponsors who are from the oil and gas sector. My defense is you need oil and gas and you have to transition. You're looking at it as a company. What is your vision around that? What does Centrica Business Solutions want to do? And what do you do when a customer says, I want to do it, but you've got that tag of being a fossil fuel company?
I think our primary purpose is to help customers with some form of strategy and some solution. And it's for us to work very closely with those businesses, align what their own strategy is going to be. The challenges we talked about in the hall there was the belief question, right? And you have to start somewhere, and that has to be ownership. If you can believe it and can own it, you can drive together with a selectful solution. In Centrica Business Solutions, we don't just have one thing that's going to reduce carbon footprint. There are many solutions customers have. People are even thinking about the smallest things of investment, starting from renewable energy purchase is the first start. Secondly, about monitoring your consumption, thinking about how do you reduce those costs. Thirdly, how do I then offset those costs with another solution like solar, some battery storage? And thinking about the future technologies. 10 years ago, less than 1% of every car being manufactured was an electric vehicle. Now it's significantly higher. And people are talking about charging networks, charging workplace solutions. And these are things for employees as well, because more employees are buying electric vehicles, thinking about reducing the costs. So it's an evolving solution story that we try to support our customers with.
One thing that's happening is you're changing as a company, and all the companies are changing. Becoming basically energy, as you say, solutions. And that solution is a mix, isn't it? It's going to be a mix because there's no one thing for everyone. So will you be looking at investing more in things like battery? Will you be doing much more renewable? What's your vision as a company?
We have a lot, if you actually look at a lot of the things that we're doing, we're investing significantly in battery storage. We're trying to find areas where we can invest in land and infrastructure, solar farms, where we can make that energy available to UK customers through power purchase arrangements, through greener, cleaner energy. We're trying to work alongside certain sectors in the organisation who have got high costs to fix and want to go on a decarbonisation strategy. And that's how we're trying to work really close with them to find that solution. And it's not just in the UK, it's also in Europe and also globally. We've done a lot in terms of Centrica Business Solutions. You touched on it earlier. It's about the want and the need to actually do something about it and think about sustainability, payback, the balance sheet, all these things in consideration.
Before we go, let's talk about one of the big things which we talked about earlier, which was, I like what I want to do, I have an ambition, but I haven't got the money right now. Can a company like yours help? Can you help to finance the bridge? Can you help a company or an organisation transition to net zero by taking some of the pain away?
Depending on what you need, the investment choices customers need to meet, there are finance options available to customers, and we can try and help with that funding, or whether it be getting support with government funding as well to do some of those installations. A lot of the time, we work primarily through payback and optimisation and sharing of those savings as well. So again, there's no one solution. It's what can we tailor for you, for your business, your
But you shouldn't
organisation.
be afraid it's massive investment to go green.
Exactly right. You've got to understand what the bigger picture is. is, and want to actually take those first steps to understand what the investment would be, what the payback would be, and also getting your organisation aligned to that same strategy.
This is our first Big Zero show. What do you think of it?
I think it's been great so far. I've really enjoyed it this morning. Bit of a whirlwind start, but yeah, really looking forward to today.
Brilliant. Thank you so much for your support.
Absolutely fantastic. Thank you.